In the year 2420, a deep space research ship called Nova 7 was lost near a strange and silent planet named Sirian. No one had ever landed there before. The planet was marked as dangerous and full of unknown life. But something pulled the ship in. It crashed. Days later, strange alien creatures found only one survivor, Dr. Elena Ross, a human scientist. She was injured, weak, and unconscious. The aliens had never seen a human before, but they didn't hurt her. Instead, they took her deep inside their underground city. While checking her body, the alien healers discovered something shocking. She was pregnant. But even more shocking was this: the unborn child was changing. It was adapting to the alien planet from inside the womb. No human had ever done that. The alien leaders gathered and whispered among themselves. One of them said, "This child is not just human. He belongs to both worlds." The room went silent. Something ancient had begun, something the aliens feared. And far above, hidden in the stars, a forgotten machine blinked, as if it had been waiting for this moment. The child was coming, and nothing would ever be the same again. The baby was born under the alien sky. His skin was soft like a human, but his eyes glowed faintly in the dark. The aliens named him Kale. His mother, Dr. Elena Ross, held him close, knowing he was special. She could feel it, but she was also afraid. Kale grew faster than normal human babies. Within months, he could walk. By age 2, he could understand both human and alien words. He could breathe the heavy alien air without help. He could see in the deep caves where even light would not reach. The alien healers studied him in silence. Some were amazed. Others were scared. "He's not one of us," they said. But he's not fully human either. Dr. Elena kept him hidden from the alien leaders. She knew they were watching. She had seen it in their eyes, fear and curiosity mixed together. One day, while exploring near the sacred cave, Kale touched a strange rock with glowing symbols. Suddenly, it lit up with bright blue light. The elders saw it and froze in fear. "This hasn't happened in 500 years, one of them whispered. Kale had awakened something ancient, something powerful, and it had chosen him. Kale was now 12 years old. He ran faster than the wind and climbed cliffs with ease. The other alien children avoided him. Some were curious. Most were afraid. He was different, too different. One evening, Kale followed a strange humming sound deep into the mountains. There he found a hidden cave. The walls were covered in glowing symbols, the same ones that had lit up when he touched the stone years ago. As he moved closer, the symbols on his arms began to glow too. They matched the walls exactly. His heart raced. He placed his hand on one of the symbols. The cave shook, and a deep voice echoed in his mind. "You are the one." Back in the alien city, the elders felt the tremor. They knew what it meant. An ancient prophecy was coming true. A warning from long ago. A child of two worlds will wake the sky. He will break the silence. The aliens panicked. Their old machines, silent for centuries, suddenly turned on. Lights flashed. A signal was sent into space. Kale didn't know it yet, but something far above the planet had heard him, and it was coming. Kale stood in front of the alien council, his heart pounding. For years they had kept him hidden, telling him he was special, but never explaining why. Now, as he looked around at the cold, silent faces of the alien elders, he felt the weight of their eyes on him. "Kale," one elder spoke, her voice trembling, "you are different. You were born of both worlds. But you are not one of us, and you are not fully human." Kale clenched his fists. The words stung, but something inside him refused to accept it. "What am I then?" he wondered. He turned to one of the human explorers who had landed on Sirian. Captain James Hart, a rugged leader, stepped forward, shocked to see a boy who spoke his language so easily. You're human," James said, almost whispering. Kale nodded slowly. "Yes, but I don't feel like one of you. I don't feel like one of them either." The captain's eyes widened. "You've lived among them all this time. Do you know who you really are?" Cale's mind raced. He had questions too. He had been raised as a child of the aliens, yet he was also a child of Earth. The truth was buried deep inside him, and it was time to find out. Just then, Cale found a hidden message left by his mother, Dr. Elena Ross. The words were clear. If you're watching this, Earth is gone. You were created to survive what's coming. But you have to choose who you'll become. The room grew cold. Cale now knew the truth. Earth had fallen, and he was humanity's last hope. But what did that mean for him? And what would happen next? Cale sat in silence, the words from his mother's video echoing in his mind. Earth was gone. His home planet had fallen in a terrible war with the machines, the very machines that had once been humanity's creation. Now, all that was left of Earth was memory. The aliens had known about the war. They had watched from their distant planet as Earth was destroyed. They had not helped. Instead, they had waited. And when the last human colony had fallen, they had acted. Cale's mother had not been the only one to know. The aliens had planned it all from the start. He was not just a survivor. He was part of their experiment. A perfect blend of human and alien genetics created to adapt to this new world. But why? Why had they done this? Dr. Elena's voice came through the video again. You were never meant to be just a child. You were born for something greater. You are the bridge, Cale. The bridge between us and them. Cale looked up, his eyes filled with anger and confusion. The aliens had raised him, but they had also kept him locked in a cage, controlling what he knew and when he knew it. They had used him as a pawn in their own secret war. Now the question burned in his mind, was he human? Or was he just another tool to be used by the aliens? His thoughts were interrupted by an urgent call from the elders. The aliens had come to a decision. They wanted him to lead them. But Cale knew one thing for sure now: he would never be their puppet. The time had come to choose. Would he fight for the humans that had died to save him? Or would he stay with the aliens, the ones who created him? Either way, Cale knew one thing. The balance of power was shifting, and he would be the one to tip it. Cale stood before the alien leaders, the weight of their expectations pressing on him. They had offered him power, control over their people, and the chance to rule Sirian. They saw him as the one who could unite their race and reshape the world, blending human strength with alien knowledge. But Cale could see through their words. They didn't see him as a leader. They saw him as a weapon. Lead us, Cale, one of the elders urged. You are the child of two worlds. You belong here now. Together, we can defeat our enemies. Cale's fists clenched. He had never asked for this power. He had never asked to be part of their plans. He wasn't their puppet. No, Cale said, his voice firm. I was never meant to be your king. I was meant to be more than just a tool for your war. The elders were stunned. The room went quiet, but Cale could see the fear in their eyes. They knew he was right. They had created him, but they had underestimated him. Cale turned to the human explorers who had joined him. It's time to fight back. Together, we will build a new world. Not for the aliens, not for humans alone, but for all of us. Without another word, he stepped forward. A low hum filled the air as ancient alien machines began to awaken at his command. The rebels, humans and aliens alike, rallied behind him. Cale had become the symbol of rebellion. His very existence was a challenge to everything the aliens had planned. As the ground shook beneath them, Cale raised his hand to the sky. The fight for freedom had begun, and no one could stop him now. The battle raged across the alien city, with Cale at the forefront. His alien allies, once hesitant, now fought alongside the humans, all united under his banner. The alien machines, once tools of control, followed his every command, tearing through the city's defenses. The skies above Sirian darkened as a storm brewed, both in the heavens and on the ground. Cale stood in the center of the battlefield, his body glowing with power, a blend of human strength and alien energy. The alien leaders who had once viewed him as nothing more than an experiment now trembled in fear. They had underestimated the one they had created. Kale was no longer just their weapon. He was the key to a new future. With every move he made, Kale shattered the old world. He freed the alien people from their leader's grip, offering them a choice they had never had before: freedom. The old regime fell quickly, their control over the planet slipping away with every strike Kale delivered. As the dust settled and the last of the alien oppressors were defeated, Kale stood tall. His mind was clear now. He wasn't just a hybrid of two worlds. He was a new species, one that could bring both human and alien together, not as enemies, but as equals. He walked to the highest point of Sirian, looking out over the city. The human explorers, now allies, stood beside him, their eyes filled with hope. Kale turned to them and spoke, his voice steady. "We will build something new here. A place for all of us, human, alien, and everyone in between. The old world is gone. This is the beginning of a new era." And so, the first human born on an alien planet had done the impossible. He had not only survived, he had forged a future. A future where the lines between human and alien no longer mattered. The sky, once silent, now echoed with the promise of something greater.